Right. Looks like we're live. Um, yep. Everything seems fine. Everything seems on track. And yeah, looks like we're live once again for another watch along, another watch party. Uh, Hold up. Let me quickly just adjust a few things before we get going. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Just give me a second here before we are set. Mm, Okay, this works too. Just give me a second here before we get going. Obviously, the UFC main event hasn't started yet. We're still in the co-main event, of course. All right, everything seems fine. Okay, everything seems all right to me at the moment. Yep. All right, let's get going. Let's get going with a huge day in this world of combat sports, of course. Uh, let's just fix the camera first for a minute. Seems fine. Right. Think that's all right. Yep, that should be fine. All right. Okay, so big day in the world of combat sports, of course. We have Anderson Silva, the big one, fighting Jake Paul. Of course, the main focal point of today's watch party, watch along, and everything else. Other than that, of course, we have Calvin Kattar, who's fighting Arnold Allen in a five-round main event. As of right now, we are still in the co-main event of the UFC Vegas 63 card. Tim Means and Max Griffin in a welterweight bout. Second round is going on at the moment. Um, so yeah, let's just get on with this. Let's just get on with the co-main event for UFC Vegas 63. Then we'll move on to the main event. And before Anderson Silva versus um, Jake Paul starts, in the meantime, we'll just switch to that boxing event. Right. Let's get going with this live watch. All right. I haven't been really focusing on the fights today, to be honest. I just focused on the um, Tershawn Gore fight. Incredible submission from Tershawn Gore. Khalil Lottery fight, of course, apparently was very controversial. Dustin Jacoby should have won, and a lot of people are claiming, but I didn't really watch that fight either. Other than that, yeah, I didn't really exactly focus on any other fights on this main card. It's really good. Like the one good point from these fight night events, that especially the ones that take place in the UFC Apex, it often tends to get a lot boring at times. But yeah, uh, it's quite good when you have like five fights instead of six fights on the main card. Feels a lot easier, feels a lot smoother. just change the lighting for a minute. Let's just change the light. Oh, fuck. This is better, I think. This lighting always seems a bit chill, but more chill to me. I mean, it's just that vibe, you know. Yeah, I'm still not focusing on the fight, to be honest. All right, let's focus. Let's shift our focus on this Tim Means versus Max Griffin fight. Of course, 3 round fight. This one. Ooh, good shot from Max Griffin. And he takes gets the takedown as well. Max Griffin is trying his best here. Triangle attempt, is it? Nope, nothing. All right, round number 2 comes to a close. Max Griffin did well in the closing stages of that round, taking down Tim Means. Other than that, nothing really for him in that round, especially. Tim Means, in my opinion, did a lot better in round 2. Nah. Max Griffin's corner is telling him he's 2 rounds up to none. I don't think that's the case, is it? I think Tim Means was a lot better in the second round. I mean, as far as what I've heard so far from the commentary. All right, this is the final round of this co-main event. I think the winner of this fight, yeah, I think the winner of this fight will depend on who takes this round. I think good kicks from Tim Means in the opening seconds of round number 3. He is aiming for the takedown now. Goes for the double leg, goes for the shoot. Ooh, good knee to the body from Tim Means. Ooh, good takedown from Max Griffin. This is what I like about Max Griffin. He never really slows down, to be honest. Always trying to keep himself busy, and yeah, that's the result. He gets a takedown. Good solid takedown for him. Second takedown of the fight for Max Griffin. So yeah, Griffin, of course, dominating here on the mat. Um, yeah, Max Griffin. I mean, he's doing a good job here from the ground. I think this is where this fight completely takes a turn. I mean, in case if this was going against in case if this was going against Max Griffin. I think this is where this takes a turn because he's pretty much dominating this third round. Hasn't really given any space to Tim Means. Tim Means like really struggling. Yeah, he's struggling big time on the mat. His back is against the cage. Not against the cage, against the mat, against the ground. And yeah, Max Griffin is just yeah, Tim Means is trying his best to like get out, but yeah, you can clearly see how bad he's struggling. This smart for Max Griffin. Smart move, especially in the third round. Like, even if he has one, oh, good shots from Max Griffin. Good left hands. Timmins did well there to get back up. Yeah, Max Griffin is still trying his best on this takedown, and he takes him down again. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Yeah, this third round. Max Griffin is doing a really good job here in this third round. Yep, both fighters back up to their feet now. Good knee from Tim Means. Good knee. Max Griffin control time of 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Wow, that says a lot about this fight. Ooh, nice elbow. Nice elbow. Means does well to get the takedown back as well. Let's see if I can inflict some damage. He's going for a knee to the body, I believe. Ooh, good knee. Good knee. Good knee from Tim Means. Aiming for another takedown. I think he gets. Yeah, he gets it. I think he gets it. Wow, this is a good fight. Oh, another takedown. Wow, beautiful, 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 beautiful from Tim Means, man. In the end, wow. I mean, this should be a very close fight. But yeah, you know how the judges are, to be honest. But props to Tim Means for turning around this fight in his favor in the closing stages. I mean, uh, he was pretty much getting dominated in the third round, and he did well with those takedowns, couple of takedowns in the end, of course, for Tim Means. Let's see who wins this fight now. Let's see. Of course, if you rely on the judges, it's not going to look great. I mean, it might backfire at times. I generally wouldn't be surprised if Tim Means wins this fight. Generally not, because some of the decisions made by the judges this lately has been, I mean, nothing less of a robbery. Especially, if you go back to Peter Yan versus Sean O'Malley, I mean, that was like, ah, you can talk all you want regarding that fight, but yeah, I mean, you can say all you want, you can argue with your facts, points, whatever you want. But at the end of the day, I think Peter Yan won that fight. Simple as that. And even today, I think Jacoby, I saw the stats. Dustin Jacoby did well. I think he did enough to win that fight against Khalil Rountree. Okay, let's see the decision for the co-main event. I wouldn't be surprised if Tim Means takes this. 29-28 for Max Griffin. 29-28 Tim Means. 30-27. Max Griffin wins it. Not surprised. Not surprised. I think he did well. I think he did well, especially in that final round. The third round could very well be the turning point of this fight. I mean, Max Griffin split decision victory. Um, did I think Griffin did enough in the third round to get a victory. I mean, obviously, like I said, I haven't been really focusing on the fights that much today, but it is what it is. Other than the Tertian Gore fight, haven't really focused much into today's event. I mean, all I care about mostly is this main event, to be honest. But I don't really want to sound like casual. It is what it is. In all fairness, though, I think this fight night event is a lot better than compared to the recent cards that the UFC has put up lately. To be honest, I think some of the cards that the UFC has done lately has been really weak. Especially like it helps like when you have a card with five fights on the main card. Like it's a lot more smoother. Obviously, we'll rewatch some of these fights. Good takedowns from Max Griffin. Great takedowns. I think that was enough for him to get the victory. Let's see. Let's see if he calls anyone out though. Yeah, no call out sooner than later. That's it. I mean, come on, man. You gotta call someone out. Max Payne Griffin gets the victory. Congratulations to him. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of the evening. We have Calvin Kattar versus Arnold Allen, the big one. Of course, I've been waiting for this fight for a very, very long time. Two explosive featherweight fighters at the moment. A lot on the line, I must say. Number five versus number six. Arnold Allen, of course, unbeaten in the UFC. Calvin Kattar coming into this fight on the back. Oh, we have a trailer for UFC 281. Let's just quickly check in for this first. Alex Pereira, man, what a fighter this guy is. Feels like a mythical fighter. Um, designed for destruction. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, I mean, this guy is like his demeanor is like so scary, so intimidating. This guy, Alex Pereira, he's so quiet. I mean, no trash talking, nothing. It's not being a loudmouth. Just went out there, made his UFC debut, absolutely destroyed Sean Strickland in that last fight, and just like that, he's got himself a title fight. I mean, the UFC had to bank. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I didn't think Alex Pereira was getting this title fight this soon. Wow. Right. I mean, of course, Pereira, of course, has two victories over Izzy in kickboxing. Hmm. Man, what a knockout, man. He caught him with that big left hand. This fight is gonna be insane, though. Whoa. He literally said that Pereira was in some favelas. It must be very hard for him. Yeah, it must be hard for Izzy. Yeah, Izzy literally said that this guy, Alex Pereira, must be living off these two victories that he has over Izzy in his Brazilian favelas. Look at him now. He's got himself a title fight. Wow. Nah, man. Nah, man. This trailer is insane, though. This trailer is insane, though. You know what I'm saying? This trailer is fucking insane. I've got goosebumps. Sean Strick, excuse me. Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya is going to be insane, man. UFC 281, the main event. This is gonna be absolutely insane. The story regarding this fight, the storyline itself is just so great. It makes me want to tune in for this fight. He goes into the fight not to lose, but I go into the fight to win. Wow, Alex Pereira, yeah, man, this guy's like legit definition of badass. Not even gonna lie. Yep, you don't want to miss this one. You don't want to miss Izzy versus Alex Pereira. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Alex Pereira, of course, unbeaten so far in the UFC. I mean, it's just crazy how quickly he earned himself a title shot. I mean, it's just been in the UFC for a few months, and it's already gotten himself a title shot. It's just crazy. On the other hand, Izzy, man, like he's been putting on some really boring fights lately. Not gonna lie. The Robert Whittaker fight, the Marvin Vettori rematch. None of those fights were exciting. I mean, the Marvin Vettori match, understood that Izzy was playing it careful because Vettori showed really good takedowns. He was really good with his grappling, his wrestling, in the lead up to that rematch between them. So Izzy did well with his takedown defense, but yeah, the Robert Whittaker fight was just such a letdown, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, UFC 281 is absolutely stacked, man. Justin Poirier, Michael Chandler, man, I'm just so hyped for that fight. Chandler Poirier is going to be insane. What I was saying is like Izzy has been putting on some really boring fights lately, so I expect Alex Pereira to sort of push Izzy to that limit, like where he is forced to, you know, stand an exchange with the striker. So I hope that happens. If not, I mean, we could be in for a really, I mean, not we, like the UFC could be in for a really long night because this might backfire. The Alex Pereira plan might sort of backfire if he's not careful enough. Because if we see the usual self of Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, who is known for his flashy knockouts, is very well capable of knocking out Alex Pereira. And then it will be a mistake on the UFC's behalf because they literally gave this guy a title fight, I don't know, like in his third fight or something. This Pereira's third fight. Let's just check. Alex Pereira. Uh, yeah, let's just check. I think this is his third fight. Not entirely sure at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, he's getting the title shot in his fourth fight, basically. As far as I remember, I think it was Brock Lesnar who got the UFC heavyweight title shot in his third UFC fight. So yeah, this might just backfire if on the UFC's behalf if somehow Israel Adesanya knocks out Alex Pereira. Like, could you imagine the backlash? That'd be crazy. Once again, on a live stream, I'm drinking a Red Bull. It's like, I don't know, man, 50th time, 100th time, I don't know. I'm relying on these at 6 in the morning, at 7 in the morning, at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. while doing the football live streams. While doing the UFC live streams, I'm relying on these. So why don't Red Bull just sponsor me already? Come on. I have another can that I just finished a few hours ago. Right over here. So come on, sponsor me, Red Bull, if you're watching this. It's not easy being an Asian, like when you live in Asia, when you live in India, um, to keep up with these UFC events at 4 in the morning, at 5 in the morning. It's, same goes with football. Yeah, time for the main event. Just give me a second. All right. Time for the main event of the evening. Of course, we have Calvin Kattar, Arnold Allen, the big one here in the UFC's featherweight division. Of course, number five versus number six, and I think there is a lot of implication. Excuse me, in this fight, because you obviously have, as you see, um, what's this guy? Alexander Volkanovski, the current champion, who is set to fight Israel. Excuse me, Islam Makhachev. Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah, Alexander Volkanovski is set to fight Islam Makhachev, and there could be a lot of implication on this fight with Calvin Kattar and Arnold Allen, obviously, because the winner of this fight could potentially find themselves in contention to challenge for the featherweight championship down the road. Because obviously, if somehow Volk ends up winning the belt, I'm not sure for how long he's going to simultaneously be willing to defend the lightweight championship and the featherweight championship. If that's a big if. Of course, that's a very big if, probably the biggest if in mixed martial arts history. But if somehow Volk manages to beat Islam Makhachev, then I don't know for how long he'll be able to keep up with defending the featherweight title and the lightweight title simultaneously. So both these guys, Arnold Allen and Calvin Kattar, I mean, they have to go out there and make a statement today. This victory for any one of these fighters is going to be very crucial, in my opinion, because it's going to reflect a lot. It's going to do them favors down the road in the featherweight division. Regardless, like even if Volk doesn't win the title, um, it's the next title shot is pretty much going to be either in favor of Josh Emmett, Yair Rodriguez if he beats Brian Ortega or one of these guys. So yeah, a lot on the stake today for this 5 round, 145-pound main event, of course. So yeah, Arnold Allen has walked into the octagon. Next up we have Calvin Kattar, of course, who is now making the walk. So interesting. Calvin Kattar looking really focused, man. This guy, does he have Rob Font in his corner? Let's see. Does he though? I think he does. Yeah, I think that's Rob Font right behind him. If you guys are watching this, join the discussion, join the conversation. Drop a comment. Let me know your take on the fights tonight. Let me know your take on the main event, your prediction for the main event, of course, which is just about to start. Calvin Kattar is set to enter the octagon. And of course, let me know your predictions for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, even if you don't really care about that fight. I know a lot of the MMA hardcore fans don't really give a fuck about Jake Paul, about boxing in general, YouTube boxing in general, to be fair. But yeah, let me know your predictions for that fight. Of course, I'm backing Anderson Silva to win. But I mean, I generally wouldn't be surprised if Jake Paul takes the dub because once again like there is a lot of talk about Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva being fixed, and it doesn't surprise me because Jake Paul made a bet of some sort to Anderson Silva that he'll give him the rematch in kickboxing if he wins or some shit like that. So if you guys are like watching this, feel free to drop a comment. Feel free to let me know your predictions for both the main events, of course, for today. Two big fights coming up. Calvin Kattar versus Arnold Allen is just about to start. Both fighters have entered the octagon now. We will get the introductions from Joe Martinez in a few minutes, rather a few seconds. Here is the tale of the tape. 34-year-old Calvin Kattar is fighting against the 20-year-old Arnold Allen. Height 5'11", Calvin Kattar. Arnold Allen 5'8". Weight is 146, of course, on scale. Kattar 145.5 for Arnold Allen. Reach 72 for Kattar and 70 for Arnold Allen. So interesting, interesting. Let's jump straight into the main event. This is going to be a big fight for Arnold Allen, to be honest, man. Like, this guy hasn't really been that active in the UFC. The thing is, the UFC for some reason doesn't really push him that much like they do with the other fighters based out of UK. You have the likes of Darren Till, Barry Pimlet, Leon Edwards, who's now a champion. So all these guys, man, they've done quite well, in terms of making a name for themselves in the UFC, especially Paddy Pimlet. Like, he took the promotion by storm just after signing with the promotion a few months ago. He's been great. But on the other hand, you have Arnold Allen, who isn't really that active, to be fair, and the UFC doesn't generally push him. So this could be like his make or break. This is arguably his biggest fight, in my opinion, because obviously, till date, Arnold Allen's biggest win in the UFC has been over Dan Hooker, uh, who is a natural welterweight, made that brutal weight cut, fought at featherweight, got down to 145. So yeah, Calvin Kattar looks focused, wants to bounce back after that loss to Josh Emmett. Of course, very close fight that one, but I think Josh Emmett sort of took it, despite all the controversy surrounding it. I mean, we have seen a lot worse robberies than Josh Emmett versus Calvin Kattar. Let's be honest. All right, looks like it's time for the fighters to get along, to get in the middle of the cage. Yeah, there we go. Herb Dean, the official glove touch. There we go. Let's get on with it, ladies and gentlemen. Arnold and man, both these guys are so likable. Like, I don't really want anyone to lose, to be fair. Oh, Dana White is there? Wow, I didn't think he was in the arena. All right, here we go. Here we go. Main event. Number 5, Calvin Kattar. Number 6, Arnold Allen. Leg kick from Arnold Allen to start off. Looking for a statement, says Alexander Volkanovski. All right, interesting tweet from him, from the champ. In my opinion, I think Calvin Kattar has got this in the bag. I think he's walking up with the dub. If Calvin Kattar wins this, it's gonna be via decision. If Arnold Allen wins this, it's gonna be via knockout. The only thing I'm worried about regarding Calvin Kattar is his chin. He's taken so many. He's absorbed so many strikes over these years. Like, his chin might give up if Arnold Allen starts to unload on him, starts to unleash on him. So that's the one thing that I'm worried about. Like, Arnold Allen's power could be the difference maker in this fight. But I don't think, like, if Calvin Kattar keeps up with his boxing, we all know that he's one of the better boxers in the UFC. Yeah, let's just not put one of the best boxer tags against everyone. But yeah, if Calvin Kattar can, that's the head movement that I'm talking about. The way he just ducked that left hand, this sort of head movement is going to help Calvin Kattar win this fight. That's my prediction for it. But yeah, Arnold Allen also has great grappling as well. It'll be really interesting to see if he takes this to the ground. But yeah, Calvin Kattar also has great takedown defense, man. That, ooh, that landed from Calvin Kattar, measuring his range and landing that good shot. leg kick from Gator. This looks like this is going to be a fucking banger for 5 rounds. The way this fight has started. Calculated from both fighters, picking their shots nicely. Won't be surprised if this goes the distance in a bloody war. Definitely won't. Good kick from Calvin Cater. Ooh, another inside kick from Cater. Nice shot by Alan Allen. I should just call him Allen. Ooh, good knee from Calvin Cater. Calvin Cater changing stance there for a minute. Ooh, Arnold Allen is unloading. This is what we saw in the Dan Hooker fight, man. And this is the power I'm talking about. This is the explosive power I'm talking about. Arnold Allen is ridiculously strong. He's ridiculously powerful. And that's how he got rid of Dan Hooker in that fight. Ooh, good left hand from Calvin Gator. Ooh, just over 1 minute to go in this first round. Left hand from Cater. Ooh, that one connected from Allen. Oh, another one from Allen. Oh, he's had a third left hand, man. This guy is turning this up. Good left hands from Arnold Allen there. Why do I keep on calling him Arnold Allen? I should just call him Allen. Oh, another good left hand from Allen. Man, that left hand shots are. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not again, please. No, 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 no. Oh, Cater, man, something happened with his knee there. And Allen, guillotine choke. 8 seconds to go. Six, five, four, three, two. Come on, come on. Let's just get over this round. There we go. What the fuck just happened? What? That is just crazy, man. That is an insane finish to that round. Calvin Cater almost got finished with just 15 seconds to go. Something happened with his knee. I think his knee sort of twitched. Oh man, that was very risky from him. It was the right knee. He landed quite bad. Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His knee was compromised there. Calvin Cater's knee was almost compromised there. Like, he jumped to connect with that left knee, and he landed quite badly on that right. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine. He's ready to go. I'm glad that fight isn't over like that because it would have been really a bummer, man. I don't really want main events to end like this. Wait, wait, wait. What's going on? To bring in the doctor now? He's walking quite well. Don't stop this fight. He's all right. Yeah, let's go. Calvin Cater set to go once again. Come on, let's go. Round two. There we go. What the Come on, man. What the fuck just happened? Oh, oh, come on, man. I just hate these things, man. I just hate these finishes. Come on, man. What's going on in the UFC these days? That is just so fucking unfortunate. He just gave up. Uh, Come on, bro. Come on, man. What the hell just happened? Uh, yeah, Calvin Gators just gave up. Ooh, it was a leg kick from Arnold Allen, by the way, that dropped him. Wow, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. That is a that is a very unfortunate ending to this fight. Yep, yep. Arnold, Al- Arnold Allen continues his winning streak, courtesy of a TKO. Man, I really want to see that rematch now. This rematch. It's quite bad, man. Volkanovski asked, like, was let's just wait for this interview to end. Nah, man. Arnold Allen's, excuse me. Yeah, let's just wait. Fair enough. Is what it is. Is what it is, man. It is what it is. Wow. That's just very unfortunate for Calvin Kidder. This is not the way you wanted this to end. But yeah, at the end of the fight, Calvin Kidder, excuse me, Arnold Allen, of course, asking for an interim title shot. I would like to see that. Maybe him versus Josh Emmett would be a fun fight for the interim belt. Because of course you have Volk going up to fight for the uh, lightweight championship. I mean, there is still like 1.5 hours remaining till the Jake Paul Anderson Silva fight begins. What the fuck am I supposed to do till then? Watch the boxing matches? I'd rather sit here and make a review video quickly on the unfortunate ending to Arnold Allen versus Calvin Kattar. Man, Calvin Kattar's new just gave up in the end, so we can't really blame the man for it. Another unfortunate ending to a UFC fight. Sucks when it happens with the main events, especially. Especially, alright. UFC Vegas 63, UFC Hopefully, Calvin Cater is fine. Okay, so we have the ending of the. Man, I was prepared for a 25-minute war here. Come on, guys. This is what you give me. I mean, nothing wrong with what just happened. So yeah. Whew. All right. So yeah, as it stands, Arnold Allen has now extended his winning streak to 10 fights. I think giving him a title shot is fair. Is the right call. Rather an interim title shot at least would be a fair decision, to be honest. But yeah, at the end of the day, hopefully Calvin Kattar isn't too hurt. Hopefully he can return. I would really like to see the two men run it once again in a potential rematch. That would be like really, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, right? For a potential rematch to happen. But yeah, man, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Watch boxing till the Jake Paul fight begins? Let's switch to boxing, I guess. Oh, all right. Not generally someone who watches that much of boxing, to be honest. Um, but yeah, we'll give it a shot. Is Katie Taylor fighting today? Katie Taylor. Looks like she's fighting today. Never mind. But yeah, let's see what happens in the featherweight division now, man. It just sucks, man, every time a fight ends like this in this manner, especially when it's the main event. Especially in the main event. I mean, you're just so pumped up, you're just so hyped up for a main event, and it just ends in such an unfortunate manner. Calvin Cater, I mean, obviously, I'm not blaming him. I cannot blame him for this. You cannot blame him for this. What just happened? But yeah, it just sucks. What just happened? At the end of the day, I think it was Cater. Partially his fault after he attempted that flying knee strike from a very awkward position. He landed on his right leg, which sort of, I think, popped his right knee out, and then Arnold Allen took full advantage of it. So, yeah, man, watching boxing is going to be a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. Let's see, though. Let's see. Is there anyone who wants to talk about the fights? Wants to discuss anything? Feel free to come in. Like, feel free to comment. Feel free to drop a comment. Feel free to join the conversation, of course. If you guys are willing to talk about the fight, about what just happened to Arnold, about what just happened to Calvin Cater in his fight against Arnold Allen, of course. Very unfortunate ending to that fight. What can I say? Let's switch to boxing. I'm gonna watch it from my phone, I guess. Let's see. Jake Paul, Anderson Silva. I mean, the fight probably doesn't even start up until the next one or something like that. So hopefully we get some familiar faces. Chris Avila, Nate Diaz, his teammate, is fighting on this card, so maybe we'll get to watch that fight. Other than that, and I was prepared for 25 minutes of fucking action, fucking UFC. And then I was prepared to switch over to to Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva for as long as it took. But yeah, it looks like oh, Chris Avila's fighting right now. That's cool. Let's see what we got here. Chris Avila is fighting right now. Nate Diaz's boy, Chris Avila. Did he lose his last fight? I have no idea who's he fighting, by the way. Varshavsky is his opponent. Chris Avila, Nate Diaz's boy is, of course, fighting Varshavsky. I mean, I know what's going to happen today. I exactly know what's going to happen. Let me tell you guys right now. This is a bold prediction that I feel is going to happen. Jake Paul is going to beat Anderson Silva. Here's this. Jake, listen to this. Jake Paul is going to beat Anderson Silva. Then the both of them are going to agree to a fight in kickboxing. I think that's what I mean. That's the bet that Jake Paul, actually lined up for Anderson Silva. So this is what's going to happen. Jake Paul is going to beat Anderson Silva. He's going to agree to fight Anderson Silva in kickboxing, and then he's going to call out Nate Diaz, who's sitting at ringside for his boy Chris Avila. And then that will be the way the seeds are planted for Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz to happen. I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen. Is that Donald Trump? Oh, never mind. No, nah, I'm tripping, bro. Ooh, good left hand from Chris Avila. Combination. Chris Avila swinging for the fences, clinch, and yeah, that's it. That's it. The fight is over. Let's see if we get a glimpse of Nate Diaz. Come on, is there no one who's watching these fights? Drop a comment. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Nate Diaz. NDA boxing. If you guys are watching these fights, come on, man. Drop a comment. I dare you to. Drop a comment right now. Rather, drop your predictions for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Who do you think wins this fight? I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, the majority of the people, rather from the hardcore MMA fans, are expecting, this fight to be um sort of rigged, sort of fixed. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but yeah. Oh, that's a big right hand from Kisavilla. I think that was the beginning of the end of this fight. Oof, loaded up with that right. All right, I think it's time for the results for Crisavilla's fight. I have no idea who's he fighting. Let's see what do you got here. But I have a feeling that Nate Diaz is going to get called out today. By all right, let's see. Let's see. 40-36. Chris Chris Avila wins. Nate Diaz's boy Chris Avila has won this fight. Um, two wins and one loss. I think he's coming back on the. He's on the back of a loss. Emil Holani in the ring. Clearly doesn't give a fuck about um MMA, Alwani, at least for the day. Let me just quickly post it. Chris Avila gets the dub. Nate Diaz's boy, Chris Avila, Nate Diaz, of course, was shown on camera. Yeah, what do you got here? Chris Avila gets the dub. Did Chris Avila fight in the UFC? Why do I feel he fought in the UFC? Chris Avila. Bro, he does. I mean, he's trying to talk a lot like he's trying to talk a lot like Nate Diaz does. Yeah, man, he literally sounds like Nate Diaz at this point. Part of the Nick Diaz army, of course. Um, did my tweet get tweeted out? All right. Looks like we'll be stuck here for the next 1 hour, 1.5 hour before we actually get to the main event. Wait, Uriah Hall is fighting on this card? What the fuck? I thought he was fighting on some else. I mean, I just didn't know that this was this card he was fighting on. That's crazy, man. Uriah Hall was Anderson Silva's last UFC fight. He's probably gonna make a lot of fucking money off this. Nate Diaz, there we go. Nick Diaz Army, what's up? Man, I just wanna get on with the fights, man. Literally can't sit here. All right. Chris Avila, of course, Nate Diaz's boy gets the dub. We have Uriah Hall who's fighting. There's like 4 more fights left on this card, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is gonna take some while. Let's wait. Let's wait and watch what happens. Let's try and get through it. And then yeah. Anderson Silva looking to get arguably the biggest dub of his career. Boxing career rather. I must say. Let's see if Silva can get the big dub and if he can shut down Jake Paul for good. I don't think it's gonna happen. Even though I'm backing Silva to win, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Ah, fuck this. Let's do one thing. Let's try and watch a few UFC fights and react to them. Well, it's crazy, man. I have only three watching. Come on. I'm doing this at 7 a.m. I literally did a live stream till 3 a.m. And I'm back doing another live stream at 7 a.m. without any fucking sleep. Come on, guys. Show me some love. Oh, wait. We have Uriah Hall up next. Looks like it. Is he up next? Well, it's kind of crazy. Like, you sit there and make these prediction videos, 13-minute long, 12-minute long, 10-minute long prediction videos, and then a fight ends like that. It's just crazy, bro. I think Uriah Hall is up next. Levon Bell. Isn't he a NFL player? Oh, all right. He's a 9-year NFL veteran running back. All right. Yeah. I think this guy's competed in a fight in a boxing match before. Man, my knowledge is like so fucking shit when it comes to boxing. Not even gonna lie. All right, there we have it. Uriah Hall is in the ring. Uriah Hall is up next. ' 38-year-old Uriah Hall, who recently announced his retirement from MMA, certified Levon Bell. All right. Hope I got his name right. All right. I mean, Uriah Hall is probably going to make a shit ton of money of this fight, of this just one boxing match. I mean, probably the most that he's ever made in his career. Definitely a lot more than he made in the UFC. So, referee is Tony Zino. I have no idea who that is, but I just made it sound like I know who that is. It's Le'Veon Bell, not Lavan Bell. I'm a dumbass when it comes to spelling these names. Le'Veon Bell. And we have Uriah Hall. Man, what the hell is going on in this event? Uriah Primetime Hall making his boxing debut, of course. Man, I'm just so sleepy as fuck at this point. Unfortunately, I have to stick through the entire one extra hour of until Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva gets started. I mean, I was actually sitting here waiting for fucking banger of a fight between Calvin Kattar and Arnold Allen. Unfortunately, that just ended in a very unfortunate manner, to say the least. I mean, now I have to rely on Uriah Hall to put on a show. Come on, Uriah. It'll be really nice if some of you guys can comment, so I just don't feel sleepy any longer. Um, Studio. There we go. All right, so let's just quickly go on Twitter. Let's just have fun on Twitter. All right. When Calvin Gator blows out his knee and you have to rely on Uriah Hall to save the day. Just- I don't know. I just hope this tweet goes viral. Call Silva. Is that the hashtag for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva, Paul Silva? Hope it is. Let's jump on Twitter. Uh, Let's see what do you have over here. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Paul Silva. UFC Vegas 63 UFC. All right. Interesting. Calvin Kattar is becoming the most cursed fighter in the UFC. I would say so. Most depressed Calvin Kattar fan ever. Alexander Volkanovski says Arnold Allen was looking great, not the ending he wanted, but all class about it. Wishing Calvin Kattar a speedy recovery. Yeah, hopefully Calvin Kattar can bounce back. Who the fuck is Dr. Mike? Is he a YouTuber, Dr. Mike? I'm sorry, I have no idea about him, but yeah, is he a YouTuber? Dr. Mike, Russian American personality. Wait, what the fuck? This guy's a boxer? Yeah, man. Uriah Hall isn't helping. Yeah, Uriah Hall isn't helping, guys. I'm still sleepy. I need Uriah Hall to do something and make me feel awake. I was relying on Calvin Cater to do that. Unfortunately, he blew out his knee. Performance of the night goes to Trishan Gore, Roman Dolidze, insane finish, man. Steve Garcia absolutely killed Chase Hooper earlier today, and Christian Rodriguez. Crazy. Nick Diaz. Wait, what? Instead of this gangster shit. That's Nick Diaz, dumb fuck. Wow, this year we have so many. We had like so many fights and main events that ended with accidental injuries. In UFC history, there have been 13 main events that ended due to unforeseen accidental injury. Four of them have been in 2022. That's crazy, man. That's a crazy stat right there. The thing about these boxing matches is like I'm not even paying fucking attention to them. They're just going on for the sake of my entertainment. UFC free fights. I feel like watching a UFC free fight right now on YouTube and reacting to it, honestly. I don't really feel like sitting here and watching these boxing matches, to be honest. Honestly, like, nah, man. UFC Classic. Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin. Let's watch this. Let me pull that up. Let's watch Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin. All right. Come on, Uriah. Uriah. Well, this is a pro debut for his opponent as well, Bell. Right, I'm set to watch Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin UFC Classic. We're here. Brock Lesnar was a beast back then, wasn't he? He was an absolute beast. Ooh, he gets the takedown, man. Brock Lesnar is. Ooh, good knee from Shane Carwin. Great start to this fight, man. Mike Goldberg was on a different level. He was always so hyped up. Mike Goldberg was on a different level of commentary. Ooh, good left hand from Carwin. Man, these are the big uppercuts from Shane Carwin. He's tagging. Lesnar with the knee. Looking for the takedown. Brock Lesnar. Oh, man. Knee from Carwin. Lesnar was hurt here big time. Wow, Lesnar is trying his best to survive there, man. He almost got finished. Still going. The referee's not stopping this fight. On real start. Just look at those punches, man. Look at those punches. Lesnar is cut open. Brock Lesnar is fucking cut open. Ooh, big elbows. How on earth is? I mean, in 2022, if this was 2022, this fight was over. Long ago, this fight was over. Especially after that first flurry of strikes when Brock was on his back. But the problem is, Shane Carwin might have just might have just tired himself out with these punches. Oh man, Rahal is swinging. Yeah, whatever. Oof, these are the big shots from Shane Carwin. Absolutely insane. Should I switch to the UFC press conference? I think Dana White is on it. Let's see if Uncle Dana has anything to say. Nope, Uncle Dana is not out yet. Let's see if you have anything on the press conference. Maybe we will. Ooh, good uppercut from Rahal that. Yo, what the fuck just happened? Should I just go and sleep for a while and wake up for? Nah, fuck it. I had 4 rounds, round four, excuse me. In this Rahal fight, 8 round fight, I believe. This one. Whew, Jesus. All right. I think I should just focus on Real versus Le'Veon Bell, or however you want to say his name. Ten wins in a row for Arnold Allen. Ugh, that's what I'm talking about. Is there no one coming out for this UFC press conference? All right, let's wait. Ooh, oh man, Uriah Hall is swinging. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the most action in the fight took place in the last 20 seconds. Oh, there's Chris Cyborg in attendance. Good to see her. Chris Cyborg in attendance for the Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva fight. Can we just skip to the main event, please? Jake Paul versus Anderson the Spider Silva. Uh, Chris Cyborg. Paul Silva. There we go. At this point, all I'm doing is tweeting, watching random fights, watching the UFC press conference. I just don't give a fuck about these random boxing matches. And yeah, I have to rely on you fucking Uriah Hall to make my day interesting. Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, if there were a few people here joining the conversation, joining the discussion, it would be really fun, to be honest. Fuck. Let's see if Uriah Hall gets the victory here or not. I'm not even sure if he does. Uriah Hall gets it done. Wow. Uriah Hall wins his pro boxing debut. Unanimous decision. Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, Uriah Hall getting that dub, of course. I mean, I doubt anyone cares. It is what it is, though. Yeah. I mean, the post fight interview feels a lot better than what you just witnessed. So, why do I even have this on? What's even going on with this? What this UFC press conference? Why is no one coming out? I'm pretty sure Dana White is not coming out. So Uriah Hall was surprised that he won. This is such a typical Uriah Hall interview, man. Wow. Uriah Hall wins his pro boxing debut, calls out Jake Paul if later. Yeah, of course, sure, Uriah. As if you're gonna get that fight. Yeah, fair enough. Props to Uriah for actually going out there trying to secure the bag by calling out Jake Paul of all people. He knows where the money is. Alexandro Santiago versus Antonio Neves is the next fight, I believe, on this card. 10 round. Wow, 10 fucking rounds. And then we have Aston Style versus Braulio. vers- Excuse me, Aston Silva versus Braulio Rodriguez. Man, these boxers have some weird fucking names. Yeah, nevertheless, we have to sit through two more fights before we get to the main event. Right. Still nobody at the UFC press conference. I don't think anyone's coming out. I mean, come on, give us something after that unfortunate ending. Jake Paul coming out in a horse for the open workouts, I believe. It's earlier, like before the fight, of course. Uh, it was so satisfying to see Jake Paul get knocked out today, but I doubt that's happening. Yeah, could you imagine Jake Paul getting knocked out though? Really fun. The combat sports world will absolutely rejoice watching Jake Paul get knocked out. Just fuck off and sleep.